Let's face it, folks, we Canadians, we're getting older. Not me, of course. I'm like a fine wine, I only get better with age. But seriously, our population is aging, and that means a growing need for caregivers. These are the folks who lend a hand to seniors, people with disabilities, and families who need a little extra support. They're the backbone of our communities, providing essential care and compassion. Now, we all know finding good help can be tough. It's like trying to find a decent poutine in Florida, nearly impossible. But for families needing care, it's more than just an inconvenience, it's a necessity. And for caregivers looking to build a life in Canada, the system hasn't always made it easy. That's where Canada's new caregiver programs come in. These programs aren't just a band-aid solution, they're a game changer. They recognize the essential role caregivers play and offer them a clear, direct path to permanent residency. That's right, folks, permanent. No more jumping through hoops or navigating a bureaucratic maze. Come to Canada, care for our loved ones, and build your life here. So, what's the deal with these new pilot programs? Well, there are two main ones, the Home Support Worker Pilot and the Child Care Provider Pilot. Both offer a fast track to permanent residency, meaning caregivers can start their new lives in Canada right away. No more waiting, no more uncertainty. And here's the best part. The programs offer more than just a visa. They open doors to expanded employment opportunities. That means caregivers can work for different families, choose different care settings, and even work part-time if they need to. It's all about flexibility and providing caregivers with more choices. Now, you're probably wondering, Rick, is this too good to be true? What's the catch? Well, there are some eligibility requirements because, hey, we gotta make sure everyone's qualified. But don't worry, it's not rocket surgery. First, you'll need a decent handle on English or French. We're talking a Canadian high school level here. Enough to communicate with the folks you're caring for. You'll also need the equivalent of a Canadian high school diploma, and some recent experience in caregiving, and of course, you'll need a job offer. That's right, a real, full-time job offer from a Canadian family or care facility. It's all about making sure there's a need for your skills, and that you've got a place to hang your toque when you arrive. The program's launched in March 2025, and let me tell you, the response was huge. So many people want to come to Canada and share their caring skills. The government's working hard to process applications and make sure everything runs smoothly. These new caregiver programs aren't just good news for caregivers, they're great news for Canada. We're talking about addressing a critical labor shortage, providing families with much-needed support, and creating a more welcoming and inclusive society. These programs are about more than just filling jobs, they're about building lives. They're about recognizing the contributions of caregivers and giving them the